Hello everyone, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey on PlayFrame. The people are singing. Enjoy.
Woohoo!
For our return. Soraya is still with me.
Da, 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 da. I don't know the tune, but I can fake it if you hum a few bars. So, Daniel, are we allowed to give them, like, a peek behind the PlayFrame curtain of timing?
I think that that's going to be really important for everything that follows from here. Also, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to figure out the controls to my boat.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Thank you.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
You found it.
I did. I hit X and suddenly we were go.
Sweet. So we recorded the first of these sessions in, I think, November 2019. Does that sound about right?
Oh, it was the very beginning of December.
Beginning of December 2019. We're now recording at the very end of February 2020.
Yeah.
And I don't remember crap.
It's kind of unfortunate, yes. That's very same for me, though. It's it's very rare that sort of gap will happen in a thing where there's not that gap for y'all.
Yeah,
but,
serious.
It's one of those very rare occasions where that has happened. So I'm sorry if there's anything we repeat or if I press buttons wrong, but really, how different will that be ultimately? We saw how things went last time.
Right, and if I said anything last time that was wrong, that's past Soraya's fault.
Now, so
and this one's smarter.
Not to interrupt you, I've been given the option to just attack a boat. Now, this boat's done nothing to me, and
according to your top left corner, it has Barnabas's shipment. Barnabas.
Okay, well, now they fired upon me, so it's all fair game.
They started it. They started this shit.
They did. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts, and I am ready for this exact kind of combat. Where is their weak point?
Anywhere you create them. Also, if you want to have some fun, you can angle your ship at like intersecting angle, like you T-ram them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
T-bone, that's it.
T-bone, yes.
But on a ship, so it's T-ram.
T-ram.
Yeah. So when you're angled for it,
You hit like A for a burst of
you
speed.
hit some button, yeah. I mean, you'll have to figure out which one it is, but you'll see. It'll make it very obvious you're going fast.
Go fast.
There you go.
Charge.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Boom!
Oh, that's so satisfying.
Isn't it? See, that's actually, and since you're satisfied by it, you'll be happy to know that is a far more accurate depiction of how war was done, naval war was conducted in these days. Like,
That's cool.
yeah, the whole thing with like archers and javelins and arrows, not so much. They did have archers on board.
Sure.
The archers mainly served the purpose of, let him talk.
Oh, yes.
Scrap with those pirates. The seas are more dangerous now that Sparta and Athens are at each other's throats.
We need new recruits to better our crew.
I know where to start. The best archer I know. He'd be a valuable asset.
When can we meet him?
Well, you're going to have to persuade him.
What do you mean?
You get him aboard and I'll talk him into it. A little drachmi should sweeten the deal.
So you want me to knock him out?
No. Well, maybe just pacify him a little. Then get him to the ship so we can have a little talk. Everything will be fine. I promise you.
All right.
This is a very hilarious quest. So you have to persuade him. Keep that in mind as you go about this quest.
Whoa, I'm gold. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yay!
Yay, I've leveled up because of how good at boats I am.
So good at boats. Yeah, so they had archers on board, but those archers would have primarily served the purpose of just like defending the captain, we think. Mm-hmm. And they also might have had sometimes what you call them, the land forces, the people that do the hand-to-hand fighting.
Oh, just like soldiers, troops?
Yeah, melee fighters.
Yeah.
Anyway, they would have had those on board, but they were also meant to be used in case of emergency, like in at least the type of naval warfare that Athens became famous for, and they were the greatest military naval power. They were famous for these like circle, slam and retreat type of attacks. So they would do what you just did, where they would ram into a boat and then they would back oars to get away and do it again. And that was one of their methods of attacking. Another one that I really love, but wasn't recreated for this game, which is understandable, it'd be really hard to do, is shearing off the oars of your opponent.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so like you run at them really fast and then line up your ship completely parallel to theirs, but you're going at them so fast that you shave off the oars before they can give the order to their oarsmen to pull the oars up. It's really cool because the effect is now you can't move.
Or you can go in circles.
You can go in circles, yeah. That's helpful, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can also see why that would be very hard to implement in this game, and just a very difficult trick to pull off, but how cool would it feel?
It would feel so cool. And it was also like one of the things that made the Athenian Navy so powerful was that they spent time with their oarsmen training to do things like retracting their oars at a moment's notice so that they could do it to others, and it was really hard to do it to them.
All right, y'all slow down the boat.
I should send Icaros up to get the lay of the land.
I thought I did that already.
You did that already.
Dock
your
boat.
ship. You have to hold it.
There we go.
There you are.
All right. Best at boats. What good singers you all are.
And so stealthy.
Yeah. All right, I'm sneaking. Ah, yes.
We'll see if you remain sneaking.
I think I have proven that I am flawless at sneaking at all times.
Totally. All right, so that was your target right up there.
Yes.
You're gonna go persuade him, Daniel.
That's what I do best.
Sneak.
Sneaking.
Sneak.
Sneak. Sneak, 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 sneak. Here to persuade. Okay. Recruit people in the world to make them lieutenants on your ship. Use knockout damage and abilities to pacify an enemy before asking them to join your crew. Well,
Right.
welcome to team.
Good introduction. This guy's like, yeah, I really want to work for you now.
Yep. I'll expect to see you at 0900 sharp. Hope you got a good singing voice.
I mean, after you just like crushed his esophagus for a while, I feel like you at least damaged his ability to utilize said singing.
That's legitimately great, and I love it.
It's my favorite thing. Another like non-lethal form of damage that you can use to quote unquote persuade is that Sparta kick you love so much.
Yes.
And that's how I went about my game. Like anytime I wanted somebody to join my crew, I was like, I'm gonna kick you! I'm gonna kick you to death!
Get in the ocean. Now get on my boat.
You press with my my calf muscles there? Join my crew.
I got him.
Good.
Yes, we did.
Valuable asset to the crew.
Will he be enough?
Don't worry. There'll be plenty of opportunities to recruit more people as we go.
Something tells me we're going to need them.
We should set a course for Megaris.
Heck yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Voyage can be relaxing, but we are not really the cruising type. If you want to spice things up a bit, you can always check my log over there. I
Chores?
make a note
Come on
of
now.
Anything I hear that could be of interest to a daring captain.
Okay.
So interesting. Oh, look at the
Oh,
dolphins.
the dolphins. Hi, dolphins. And the shark also?
I believe that is indeed a shark.
That looks very sharky.
It's traveling by itself and it's got that shark fin up. I'm voting shark.
Woo.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's a shark, all right.
Not messing with that. All right. Megaris, where are you? Hang on. Let's pull up the map.
It's right.
Like an actual boat would.
Okay, it is to your right. There you go.
Kind of like dead ahead. Yeah. All
yeah,
right. Cool.
pretty much.
Love it. It's just, is this like our quest? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Awesome.
Great. I guess I don't need to double up on double confirming on which direction I'm heading, but
Yeah.
where are you, marker?
It's to your directly opposite where your camera's looking. There you
Oh,
go.
I'm looking for it on my mini map for some reason, and it's not on that.
Oh,
so, okay.
yeah, there is no such thing.
My mistake. Charge!
Charge!
Faster boating.
You're running out your boat stamina, I just want you to know.
Worth it for that sentence.
Totally. So another fun Greek boat fact. Speaking of them being in battles. So you see how your boat here has a sail.
Yes.
This is accurate. They would have sails. Something that I find very fun about Greek naval warfare is they built their masts to be removable.
Ooh.
So if you knew that you were going to be in a naval engagement, like in a fight, you would actually take off your sail and your mast entirely, because all that is dead weight if you're primarily navigating by use of your oars because you're in a freaking fight. So you know, they did still have to fight sometimes with their sails up if they got surprised.
Sure.
But if you knew you were lining up for naval battle, one of the first things you would do is leave your mast on the shore.
That's kind of neat. What a neat strategic option to have available to you.
Right?
The entrance to the bay!
Have they?
Seems they have.
I mean, it looks pretty wide open to me here. Listen, if you've been boat captain as long as I have, you learn to spot good openings.
Somebody literally just honked
Yep.
outside your window, and I swear to God, for a moment I thought it was the boats. I was like, hey, we have a blockade over here.
On your left. See ya, suckers. Oh, fine, fine, fine. I'll sink you with arrows. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, you're about to get rammed.
I's been rammed. Oh, no. Hey, twice.
I mean, these are the Athenians, masters of the sea. Let us casually take them on with our single boat.
Yeah, this seems reckless. I mean, I've not been captain for long.
But you are master of the sea. Your level proves that.
That is true. Look at that. Hey. I was aiming at the other boat. Wait your turn.
But I'm a bigger boat.
Technically true, I guess. What is that? Remind me, what's the little anchor? I guess I could board them. Is that what's going on?
You could board them, yes.
I see, okay.
Or you could do the thing that we did in the last combat and ram them in half and they'll go down. It's very satisfying.
Woo! Yes.
Oh, you didn't get enough. You didn't get enough momentum. You gotta snap that boat in two. Friggin' matchstick.
Keep shooting with arrows.
There you go.
Oh, what's the little flashing yellow thing there? Is it like destroying armor? Or?
Yeah, you've created a vulnerability.
Oh,
Now you
that's
can
nice.
get it.
Yeah.
If you were to ram it too, that
I
would do
forgot
extra
how
damage.
darn fun
Oh, that works.
boat combat is in Assassin's Creed games.
Right?
I like it a lot.
When they introduced it, the thing I was most excited for was literally playing this period of history. And granted, I really, really wanted them to do the like ore shaving off thing.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And like I said, I get it. But yeah, it has been my dream for a long time to get to fake out these Greek naval battles. Like cannons are for chumps. Just ram the boat in half.
Listen, anyone can sink a boat with cannons.
Exactly.
Get out of here. Try to keep me out of the what's its place? Never.
Megaris.
Right. Hey! Did you not see what I just did to a much larger boat?
And to the boat that's exactly your size.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. Rule of threes. This is funnier.
Yes, do it, yes!
Charge!
I'm so hyped. You gotta get them
And
solid on. Yes! Ah, delightful.
Megaris is home to the fiercest fighting so far. The Spartans are preparing for a final push to rid the region of Athenians.
So pretty out here.
Isn't it?
I love it.
Greece, you are beautiful.
And okay, here we go. Here's our dock. How thrilled are they going to be with us docking here if they were trying to keep us from getting close to docking here?
See, you broke through the Athenian blockade to
to
come to the
Spartan areas.
Spartans.
I see.
So, not as displeased as you might assume. Or maybe exactly as pleased as you might assume.
Well, you're welcome, everyone.
Yeah. Hey, this one boat broke through a Athenian blockade of 3 ships. Wow. Maybe let's be her friend.
The wolf takes no prisoners! See, the Athenian dog Pericles fears you. He cowers in his Parthenon, surrounded by playwrights and sophists. He dares not face you with honor on the battlefield. He knows you are too strong. He knows Athens' days in Margolis are numbered. And he knows Athens is next!
You destroyed the Athenian blockade.
On my first day.
They were in my way.
Sparta owes you thanks. Diki has blessed you, my friend.
That's how it's
You
pronounced?
arrived in time to watch
I guess
Sparta
so.
achieve a
I
glorious
learned
victory.
a lot of pronunciation from this game, honestly.
I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, my understanding is that they're kind of speaking modern Greek as opposed to what maybe ancient Greek might have sounded like, but
That's a reasonable concession, though, like if you gotta...
I think so.
I
And it
always
sounds
assumed,
so
like, Taiki.
cool when they say it. I
Yeah.
did too.
Yeah.
No, there are definitely things like names that I'm going to say wrong because I've only heard like American academics say them.
Sure.
But to the extent that I learned some pronunciation from this game, names that I've heard, I will try to say the way they are saying them.
All right, well, so we have options here. I feel like let's be a little subtle, like an assassin might.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, good. I wasn't sure if this was as obvious within the game because it's been so long. Was it obvious to you there that that was your daddy?
So that was to me, yes.
Okay.
So that, yeah, like that, I recognized. I didn't necessarily know that this was the brother here, but
Yeah.
I guess I know that now.
Well, this is not your brother that was thrown off a cliff.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's a whole thing that I think that they will explain.
He was looking pretty good for having been cliff thrown.
I mean, so are you.
Fair point. I look great.
You can't be his son. I heard his children died in Sparta many years ago.
He adopted me into his household after his previous family failed him. I would never bring dishonor to him.
Sometimes things happen in a way that you don't plan or expect. History has a way of remembering things strangely.
You talk as if you were there.
Maybe I was.
Nonsense. You're too young to have witnessed such things. But enough of the past, let's discuss the future. What is a mercenary doing sailing into a war they aren't being paid to fight in? Tell me why you're really here before I cut you down for wasting my time.
Temper.
Yeah, just passing through. Come to meet the wolf. Come to pledge my sword.
From what I recall, confusingly, that icon means I'm lying.
Which, I mean, I guess, it is a lie.
Oh yeah, it's
But,
totally a lie.
Sure, but,
But do you want to lie to him now?
nah, actually I don't.
I've come to meet the Wolf of Sparta.
You cannot simply meet with Nikolaos. He has command of the entire Spartan army. If you truly came all this way to meet him, you might be disappointed.
Are you sure you're in charge here? You don't strike me as a typical Spartan. Perhaps it's best if I just talk with Nikolaos.
A sense of humor is not a trait I see being useful for a sellsword. If you're here to earn drachmi, though, I could make use of a capable mercenary. The fleet might be destroyed, but Megaris is firmly in Athenian control. We need to weaken their position if we are to take to the field and drive them back to Athens.
What is the state of the war, though?
How goes the war effort?
I'm curious
The
too.
Athenian blockade was a desperate attempt to stop our advance through Megaris. Now we can prepare to drive them from this region once and for all. Our forward scouts are identifying key targets in preparation for our assault. Under the Wolf's command, we shall be victorious.
No, you shan't. Spoilers.
Why do you need a mercenary to do that? You seem to have plenty of soldiers at your disposal.
It's not a question of manpower. The Megarians are our allies. We do not want to commit troops until we know victory is assured. My scouts are already locating key targets that we can hit.
Give me money.
I'll help you rid Megaris
Yes.
of Athenians for a price.
Typical of your type. No honor or sense of duty. But your skills are better serving us than our enemy. The Athenians already have a mercenary working for them. They don't need more help. If we can draw the leader out and eliminate him, we will crush the Athenians on the battlefield and drive their forces all the way back to Athens. Destroying their supplies, stealing their war chest, and killing their elite troops should leave him vulnerable. Take this and present it to my scouts. If you find them in the field, be sure to check for new information. They might also have need of your skills.
Let's see. And where is the leader?
The Athenian leader?
He is in Megara, hiding behind stone walls and a full garrison of troops. But if you kill his troops, destroy his supplies, and steal his riches, then he'll be open to attack.
Fair enough.
What supplies should I destroy?
Anything the Athenians need. Look for crates of supplies and weapons. The port of Nicaea in the valley of King Lelech would be a good place to start. It's where their
Never have
supplies
guessed that
come into the
pronunciation.
And the chests?
This chest you want me to steal. Why is it so important?
An army is made of men that need pain. Take away the drachmi, and they lose all the will to die for other men's ambitions. The Athenians keep their treasure well guarded in the fort at the foot of Mount Yerania.
All right, then.
I think I know what must be done.
Remember, every Athenian soldier you eliminate will also help us achieve victory.
And once I've brought the Athenians to their knees for Sparta, I'll get that meeting with Nikolaos. Or you'll be next.
Send those Athenian dogs to Hades, Misthios. Do this, and the wolf will personally see to it that you are rewarded.
This guy's such a dick.
Yep.
I made it my life's mission in my playthrough of this game to like torture and harass him wherever I had the opportunity.
All right, so conquer nations. To meet your father, Nikolaos, help Stentor conquer Megaris. To do this, weaken Megaris' nation power enough to trigger the conquest battle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
World map, then. Okay. All right. Nation power. The most effective way to lower the nation power is to kill the nation leader. He's always accessible but well defended when nation power is high. To lower the nation power and weaken the defenses, kill soldiers from the faction in power, burn their war supplies, and pillage the national treasure. All right, cool.
Which I think is a cool concept, honestly.
Yeah, no, I rather like that. Let's see. A sponsor has put a bounty on you because of your illegal actions, such as killing civilians or soldiers, stealing and sinking ships. I have done most of those things on my way here. To remove the bounty, use the pay all bounties action on the map, pay each sponsor on the map, kill the sponsors in the world, or keep a low profile till it expires. I like having that many options.
Mm-hmm. 55 drachmi.
It's not too bad. Where's the button to pay at all?
It's your Y.
Hold
it.
Oh, hold it down.
E. There you go.
There we go. Okay. I fixed the problem with
safe.
money. Now, okay, so that's where the leader's hanging?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, but we got to do all this other work.
You want to do all that other work to make him weak.
Yeah.
Or you could just charge in like full Daniel style, but you know.
Yeah, we saw how well that went last time, didn't we?
I'll have to help Stentor defeat the Athenians. I shouldn't waste any time.
I wonder if our stealth force made it all the way here.
Oh, he did. I'm sure of it. Hell yeah!
Wow, you move quick.
Swims great too.
Good horse. All right.
I love this horse.
What a good horse. So we can just steal things randomly. That's fun. I guess I have to be sneaky when I do it, or else they get mad at me?
They will get mad at you, yeah.
No, that tracks.
I don't remember if that, like, initiates a straight-up battle or if it just makes you more wanted.
I see.
There's one of those herms. I definitely remember telling you about those.
I remember them.
Cowards. Cowards for not putting the penis on. So there's a lot of accuracy in this whole dispute over Megaris.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I have read a little bit about that was puzzling to some scholars is why they went with calling it Megaris when apparently it really was just Megara.
Oh.
We're gonna say names where possible. I'm gonna say names the same way the game does.
That keeps things simple.
Yeah, and it's gonna be so jarring for people when I reach names that the game has not taught me to say properly. It'll be like all these beautifully accented things that I learned from Greek voice actors, and then Corsaira.
Then the ancient city of...
Yeah, exactly. Just mumble my word through it. So prior to the Peloponnesian War, Megaris was this huge disputed point between Athens and Sparta. Because when you're not fighting, we can look at your map and you'll see, oh my goodness.
How are you still alive? Get out of
That's
here.
a lot of blood on the face to have and keep going. But it occupies this incredibly important sort of chokehold between the two cities. There's, if you look at this at the ancient map of Greece, you can kind of mentally divide it into 3 parts. There is the Peloponnesus, which is where Sparta is, and then there's.
Oh, you're helping. Good.
Oh, friendly Spartans.
Thanks, team. Teamwork.
They
Teamwork.
did it. Where's your horse? Like, I just want to know where he's standing and judging you is all.
I think I left horse up there. Yep, there's
yeah,
horse.
Yeah, he's very judging.
Yep. Thanks, crew.
Yep, good job. So it occupies this crucial choke point between...
Oh, you wanted me to go to the map.
Right. All right, zoom out for me.
Here you go.
See that? See how there's this choke point
yeah.
right here? And Athens is north of you right now.
I see.
In
Okay.
what you can sort of mentally lump into central Greece. Please don't kill me, Greek scholars. I'm just trying to make it understandable. And then south of you is the Peloponnesus, where like Sparta is. Sparta is
Okay.
in that area called Laconia down there at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. So because Megaris is right there between the two of them and is the easiest land path between them, it was hotly contested, but it was more contested in like previous wars than it was in the Peloponnesian War that we're currently playing our way through.
It's the two-fort bridge of Greece.
Yes.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, it's a Team Fortress thing.
Oh, okay, yes. There you go. Thank you. It's the two-fort bridge of Greece. I'm going to go with it even though I'm not a Team Fortress player. But yeah, it totally was. And there was a point before the Peloponnesian War where Athens did, in fact, conquer and control Megaris. And then they, short version, overextended, which is so common of Athens, and lost it before the Peloponnesian War. So historically, Megaris would have been a Spartan ally, firmly in Spartan control at the start of this war. But this is more fun.
I am inclined to agree.
It's also, what's interesting to me, the nerd, Megaris was also one of the biggest motivators, I guess you would say, of the Peloponnesian War starting in the first place. And hopefully we'll have some time to work our way back to the origins of this story, because it is a little complicated how and why the Peloponnesian War began. You can run around while I'm doing this. Are you reading?
I was just checking to see, like, is there a specific places I need to go and track, or should I just be going and doing random stuff? But it does look like there's a treasure specifically, so let me go ahead and track specific stuff so I'm not just
From what I recall, the
wasting
treasure
time.
is pretty tightly locked.
For now.
For now. We'll find out. Run ahead of us, Phobos.
All right, horse, please go. If you're not going to go kill everybody, help me out. I could use a ride. But sorry, continue. Horse? Oh, there you are.
He is.
Ha, snuck up on me.
As is his way.
Just showing me, like, I could kill you if I wanted to.
I mean, that's pretty much what every horse is communicating all the time.
And it is true, huh?
It is. It really is. It's a good thing that they're not really smart enough to know. And I love horses.
Thank you, horses.
But yeah, thank you, horses, for not being murderers most of the time. I was talking about, Megaris and the origins, the starting point, I don't know, words. The start of the Peloponnesian War is somewhat complicated because it's wrapped up in many years of both like regional resentments, tangled alliances, and then just weird crap that they hold against each other. So it's hard to tell it in one fell swoop, and I'm going to hop around a little bit in the timeline, but hopefully we'll get to do this long enough to have that kind of disentangle for people and
Don't
make
worry,
sense.
I'll be giving you time whether I try or not.
Fair enough. So I'm going to start by jumping out of order here and saying about Megaris, because we're here. One of the things that helped finally kick off this Peloponnesian War there'd been tension brewing between Athens and Sparta for a very long time at this point, but Athens imposed what was known as the Megarian Decree, which was actually a series of about 3 laws that progressively limited Megarian people's access to Athens. Ultimately, it completely banned them from selling anything in the Athenian marketplace, which is actually a huge deal. Like, it would be I don't know, I guess if the U.S. banned an entire country from doing any trade with the U.S., it destroys a lot of their... Nice, I like how you just robbed the thing that they did the work for.
Yeah, I'm helping. Go team.
You're so helpful.
Guess this is the person I should talk to.
Oh, looks so. But yeah, so basically they didn't have access to this really important market, which in many ways threatened their security and their ability to, survive.
Don't come back.
Oh, sorry, I've interrupted you. It just occurred to me what I was doing.
I wrapped it up.
Oh, good.
Lost something?
Not lost. Stolen.
Stentor sent me. Said you've been having trouble with spies.
I take an Athenian spy over a Spartan traitor. Either way, he must be found. He took a tablet with vital intelligence.
Where's your spy? Is he still in the camp?
Wouldn't need you if I knew. I doubt he's still here. Can't have gone far, though. He was injured when he took out the guard.
Whoever he is, I will make him pay for betraying Sparta.
Misthios, if this man is a Spartan, take your time killing him.
I'll get the tablet for you and deal with the one responsible. Did you see which direction he went?
The men said he went towards the hill. Easier to avoid pursuit in that terrain.
I'll be back soon with your tablet.
The mountains and forests of Megaris are dangerous, and he surely didn't work alone.
I'm more than capable of handling your spy. Here.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. So, Megarian Decree bans them from trading in Athens. Huge, vital, one of the biggest trading centers in all of Greece. Big deal. And that's not sarcastic. Genuinely, that was a big deal to them.
Genuinely big deal.
Genuinely big deal. They were a Spartan ally at the time. So Athens, by taking these actions against Megaris, indicated in some ways that they might be posturing to cut off support from some of Sparta's allies, which was one of the things that really helped precipitate the war. The Spartans viewed it as a violation of a treaty that they had both signed. Athens and Sparta had signed this 30-year treaty that they would stop fighting and screwing with each other for 30 years. It had not been 30 years at this point since they originally signed the treaty, so Sparta's like, hey, what the hell? You are screwing with us, and you said that you would not screw with us anymore.
We had a deal.
We had a deal. So there were other things that also contributed, and hopefully, like I said, I'm going to go in this somewhat out of order, but try to make sense of it in the end. But that was one of the biggest things in Sparta's eyes. They even at one point said, hey, we can call off the war effort and not do this if you will rescind your decree banning Megaris from doing trade in Athens, and Athens refused to budge.
I'm trying to go in kind of prepared.
I respect it.
Trying to improve just a little bit.
I recommend taking out that thing with the sticks. Do you see it?
This thing?
Yeah, that's a guard thing.
Oh, I wouldn't have even realized. Good to know.
I'm here to help.
Yes.
I played this game.
You have.
I do wish there were a faster way to have your eagle find things, because, I spent incredible amounts of time searching every nook and cranny of every fort to make sure I had all the guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm obsessed with doing it the stealthy way.
It is the most fun way.
It is the most fun way. But it's a little tiresome when you do that and then you die
And then you have to do it again?
And you have to do it again.
I'll go up the main the main road like a stealthy person. Okay.
I mean, they're not going to see that coming.
It's true. It's the last thing they'd expect. And for good reason.
They haven't heard the legend yet.
I don't want to call Icaros. I know it's probably a really good idea.
In fairness to you, I'm pretty sure they're trying to ping you about an untracked target that is not
It's not
related
to,
to this quest.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's one of your others that will help you do this quest, but it was like off to the side of your screen.
All right, well, I'll listen to the game's advice.
Okay, there you go. Turn to the right. Somewhere over there.
That's the thief.
Oh, that one. Okay. You know, it's a lot fewer guys. Let's start with this as a warm-up.
Sounds good, actually.
Yeah, this sounds great. Let's,
I'm glad we listened to the game.
oh, good job, game. You gave good advice. Okay. Yeah, that seems much easier. Let's see, how strong are they? 7s?
You're a 7.
I think I've been playing other games that have much, like...
More generous stealth.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no.
I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn, that's what it is. And I'm just extremely stealthy at this point, like...
At least you're used to using arrows.
That's true. Okay. Hey, you're giving away my
Oh.
position, elk thing. Oh, wait, are you tied up?
I think he's tied up.
Okay, well, sneaky, sneaky.
Just in time.
What do you want? Who are you?
I'm the one who's going to return the tablet you stole. Why did you steal the tablet?
Because I was paid to.
Who paid you?
A mercenary. Irkanos, all right? Gave me the Spartan uniform, told me where to look. Easy drachmi.
How did you get into the camp?
Spartans never suspect their own. Too busy looking down on the rest of us. Malakes.
Give it to me. I'm not leaving without it.
There's no winners in this war, but there are opportunities. Perhaps we could come to an arrangement?
I like opportunities.
What arrangement would that be?
Here, take the tablet. And this, for your troubles. No one knows who I am. Nobody else needs to die here.
Go! Make sure I never see your face again.
Works for me.
Back to the commander.
Okay.
All the money, none of the effort.
Yep. And a kind of good warm-up, I guess.
Nah, you're blooded.
Anyone down here want to give me money and also what I want? Yes.
I think that guy right there, right in front, like closest to you, he seems like a person that wants to give you money and everything you want.
It's true. I'm not hearing a no.
Tirania is formidable. This
I know
must
that
be
is
where
not
the
how
Athenians
consent
keep
works.
their war chest.
That's true.
I should use Icarus to find what I need.
Murder.
Swift. Did they what?
Who spotted what? I disagree.
Oh, that
jeez.
guy you didn't scout up on the hill.
Oh,
He's just standing there like, oh, why is this person in a hood sneaking up on my buddy? I'm just gonna watch and oh, hey!
you guys should have brought arrows. See how good they are? Ah, see, that guy gets it. Ah, jeez.
Oh, fun fact, that actually becomes an important strategic point in this war.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I hope I didn't tell this story last time, but I do love it.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, I thought you were falling for a
I
second.
thought I was too for a sec there. Got confused.
There was this whole battle that occurred at a small island to the, gosh, what are directions? West of Sparta,
Ouch.
called Sphacteria.
Mm-hmm.
And
Boy, I'm rusty. Sorry, everybody.
that's okay. I'm rusty too. I'm having a hard time like telling stories in a composed manner, I guess. You can kick that guy if you wanted. Just throwing that out there for.
Just gotta remember how is the problem.
Looks like
The one
your
button I
left
have forgot-
bumper
Oh,
and
right you
X
are.
or
Ah,
whatever
geez.
your bottom button is. Woo! Listen, I play on the PlayStation. I think it's your A.
There we
Yeah!
go.
Oh,
the
man.
Keeks.
That key.
He's very strong.
He's a big boy. But you have more kick juice.
I do have more kick. Oh boy, I was really
So
worried about how that was gonna go. Oh geez.
Oh boy.
No.
He's coming at you with a big boot, a
Well,
big boy move.
Don't do that. Stop being alive. Thank you. Gracious.
Very rude of him, honestly.
You all make this so difficult.
Seriously, it's like they don't want you to kill them and take their money. So frustrating.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about the Battle of Sphacteria.
Yes.
So it's this really cool thing, cool from my perspective as a perennial hater of Sparta, where they lost horribly and were incredibly humiliated by it. So the basics of what happened is that some Spartans thought that they had caught an Athenian, the small force of Athenians off guard as they were trying to circle around Greece, and I think they were on their way to Italy or something. But anyway,
Okay.
they had put in on this island that was not super far from Sparta, and the Spartans came along and saw them and tried to capture them there. But the Athenians managed to basically flip the tables, and instead of the Athenians being trapped, they trapped the Spartans as soon as they, made landfall, because Sparta's whole thing is melee fighting. That's what they're good at. They started, building ships and stuff because they knew they had to compete with Athens, and they had allies who were much better at naval warfare than them. But effectively, you were spotted. You just on fire.
I am a little bit on
You
fire.
might want to stop, drop, and roll.
I'm fine.
Yeah. If you wait long enough, fire just goes out. Did you know? So yeah, naval warfare wasn't their thing. They were all about doing land warfare because their hoplites were almost incontestably, in fact, probably incontestably, the best. They were incredibly well trained, and
Stealth.
stealth, real stealthy.
Yep,
I mean, he didn't yell,
that's true.
so stealth, it counts. Don't forget about that fire thing. I say this because if they light the fire thing, then more people come, and it's very annoying.
I'm a fire thing sometimes
That's true. That's true. You can be one with your people.
when I'm not paying attention.
So yeah, Sparta has this amazing land army. Everyone is terrified of facing the Spartans on land because they are so well trained. However, when they make landfall to try and surprise the Athenians on this island, the Athenians instead encircle them and trap them on this island. Whoopsie doopsie. I'm cutting some stuff out, but effectively, they kind of go back and forth a couple of times. At one point, a Spartan who we will meet later in the game attempts to make a landfall despite the Athenians having, on the Athenian, where they had set up. And he attempts to basically just say, whatever, I don't care if they're standing right there, I'm going to drive my ship into them and land and then attack them, right? It's fine. I'm just going to do it.
It sounds like a thing I would do.
It
How'd it
really
go?
does. He gets knocked out and his shield gets stolen, which is a huge dishonor for a Spartan.
Also sounds like a thing I would do.
Yeah. And then the Athenians put his shield up on a spike to be like, neener, neener, we got your shield.
That's pretty good.
It's actually pretty good.
Real petty.
So petty. I love them. But yeah, so it doesn't go great for him. He doesn't get captured, but he doesn't break through either. So anyway, we end up in this situation where this group of Spartans, and there's 420 of them, blaze it, are stuck on an island, and a substantial portion of those are elite troops, right? The Spartans have a bunch of land forces, but something like, I think 120 of those were actual Spartan citizens, which is a deal, right? They don't have the biggest population in the world, and each one of their citizens is trained extensively. Like from age 7, the Spartans train their kids to be worthy warriors. So the idea of losing 120 of them is something that Sparta would definitely prefer to avoid. And they try to make peace with the Athenians. Like literally, they're ready to end the war over this. But the Athenians aren't having it, and they decide to heal him.
Shoot.
Heal him.
Stronger than I thought.
I hope that my pauses are at least somewhat, building dramatic tension for the listener and not obnoxious.
Hey, you can keep on going.
Oh, I know I can keep on going, but it gives me a handy excuse to stop, collect my thoughts.
No, sure. I'm happy to provide that.
And you're so good at it. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I always know when to do it.
So very thoughtful of you. But hey, at least you made sure that they can't set the thing on fire.
That's true. I apparently set a trap on it.
You did! It's very funny if someone else tries to go and set it up. I don't think... Oh, did they?
I guess they must have.
Yeah, there's a dead guy there.
Cool. What
Yeah.
did it do?
Blew up in his face.
Neat.
Gotta love it. So the Athenians reject this offer from the Spartans to make peace because they love being in this powerful position. And this is something, like I said earlier, they do this a lot. They get overconfident and they try to push the advantage too hard. And that's exactly what happens here.
Not see a problem, bud?
Nope, apparently not. He didn't like that guy anyway.
Ho hum.
Screw you, Socrates. Didn't like you ever. But so the Athenians try too hard to press their advantage, and they're like, nah, like we've got you pinned down. We got you exactly where we want you. We are going to take these guys hostage, and then we'll have even more leverage over you, and that sounds great. So they refuse the Spartan thing, and they continue their blockade of these poor Spartans on the island for something like it's 72 days. And when I say like they're blockaded, they are running out of food. The Spartans at this point are bribing people to try and run the Athenian blockade just to bring these guys food, because otherwise they will starve to death on this little island that has nothing on it for them to eat. Oh, was that your quest?
That was my quest. I did sort of good. Or I did the main thing. I could do more things technically.
You could set that thing on fire. Set that thing on fire. Set it on
What thing?
fire.
This thing?
That thing. Set it on
How
fire.
do I set it on fire?
Try holding your D-pad to the right for a sec. There you
Oh,
go.
I see.
Be one with the fire.
There we
you
go.
go.
Yay.
No more supplies for them.
Alrighty.
And you have decreased their nation power by 30 points.
Fantastic.
Lovely.
I'm remembering slowly.
Yeah, well, you haven't done this yet. I don't think.
Just all my, all
All
the
your-
skills are coming back very slowly.
All your general game knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that any of mine remains. Like, press right on the D-pad was a deep cut for me.
That was pretty good. Well, I guess you have spent a lot of hours in this game.
I did, but when it launched.
I guess that's true. Rest assured, if a giant robot dinosaur wanted to come at me right now, I would just toast it. Unfortunately, these are mere mortals coming at me, and I don't know what to do.
You can, speaking of toast it, you can light that on fire again. Do the thing.
Yeah.
That felt like a miss.
That did.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
You got there eventually.
Yeah.
We were at Specteria, right? The Athenians had rejected the Spartan offers of peace because they were pretty sure that they were going to be able to get these guys as captives. They're keeping up this blockade, but the thing is, like I mentioned, Sparta's land troops are some of the fiercest in the Greek world. I'm going to stop equivocating there. Sparta famously has the best land troops of anybody. And so how exactly are the Athenians supposed to get these guys captured? You know, they have ships. You can't exactly capture someone by running a boat into them. You have to at some point send your land forces on ashore and take them. And if you look at, you know, the Persian War with the whole like stand of 300 that the Spartans did at Thermopylae, it's a pretty intimidating thing to face 420 of those guys.
It's true.
Yeah, even if you have all the time in the world to prepare.
I don't have a head for numbers, but it seems worse.
It seems, well, I mean, 420, blaze it,
Sure.
versus 300. And the 300 held out against the Persians, like, thousands upon thousands of soldiers for 3 days. So, yeah, I think even being bad at the math, you can kind of figure that one out.
Yeah.
Also, small historical side note, it wasn't just 300, it was just 300 Spartans and also some allies. I think that's worth noting, because fuck Sparta. But
Always leaving out the contractors.
always leaving out the contractors. No, seriously though, that's one of the things that sucks about them. But yeah, you know, even so, there were 300 Spartans there. They were ferocious. And Spartans in general are ferocious. And we're talking about 420 of them, 120 of whom are actual Spartan citizens. And the others, we can call them contractors.
Sure.
They're not, but close enough. They're not Spartan. They're just allies, basically. And slaves. Sparta sucks.
I love that, again, that, Hey there.
What's up, buddy?
Catch.
Nice.
Good assassin
I can
is what I am.
You are such a good assassin.
Yep.
I can see all. Can that be?
Now,
the
why
one?
is this one stealing?
I don't know, but I feel like you should do it anyway.
Game, why are you making a value judgment on this particular crate?
Can that be set on fire?
I mean, one way to find out.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
us.
when they're shiny like that, you can set them on fire.
Okay. So I can like loot, but then I can also that.
Well, I mean, like shiny piles of treasure. But yeah, you did destroy it, so effectively.
A lot of stuff will catch on fire, Soraya.
As previously demonstrated.
Even assassins if they're not paying attention.
Fair point, fair point. All right. So we're back on Specteria for
Yes.
this storytelling.
And I'm back out on the hunt.
You're back on the hunt. And the Athenians have their blockade, but they have no way to actually capture these Spartan soldiers. And they're starting to think, oh, snap. We may have overestimated our influence here, right? Because they literally had Sparta on their doorstep saying, we will make peace. Let's end this entire war if you will give us back these people. And they rejected it, and now it's too late. But fortunately for them, they have a general with them named, I think it was Demosthenes. Definitely starts with a Demos, but I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of ancient Greeks whose names start with Demos. So I'm going with Demosthenes, but I might be wrong. He had been doing some fighting in the Thracian region, which is infamous for having really good archers and especially mounted archers.
Ooh.
And he had lost substantial troops to this Thracian strategy of like not engaging, where whether they were mounted or on foot, they would fire their arrows and then run away. And it was impossible for Demosthenes to force a confrontation with them. So, you know, he had learned from that and he decides, what if I do that to the Spartans? Yeah. And, you know, that's not sporting. The Greek way of waging war is you line up, we march at each other, and then we slam our shields and spears together until somebody wins, you know? And that's not what happens here. So Demosthenes disembarks a bunch of archers who are wearing very light armor, if any armor at all, in contrast to these Spartan hoplites, that's their heavy infantry.
Yeah.
Who are wearing incredible amounts of heavy armor.
Coming through.
Get out of the way.
Horse does not care.
No, he doesn't. You've got another scout there. Will you help him?
Scouts.
Ow, fine.
He's running.
I'm not
Horse
the one
didn't
telling.
want to, but I'm gonna.
Dang, he looks like he got screwed over. That's a lot of blood.
You all right?
What happened here?
What business is it of yours, Mistios? Do you know anything about this?
I just asked. No.
If I did, you'd already be dead.
But it's your lucky day. I'm here to help. Stentor sent me.
Stentor sent you?
Sparta doesn't fully control Megaris yet. It's easier for me to move freely in certain areas of Megaris than a Spartan.
The Athenians have proven more resilient here than expected. But they will not
Before
stand.
Sparta, yes. I've heard the speeches. But until that glorious day comes, we should find out what happened here.
Do you have any ideas?
Not yet, but I will.
I asked you. Oh my gosh.
Listen, the Spartans were not known for their intelligence.
These were professional soldiers. To a man. I don't think bandits could have done this.
Oh, hey, it's like Aloy Kid Detective is back.
It is. Oh, I'm detectiving.
Supplies are missing. They can't have gone far, though. They didn't use the carts.
It's a lot harder when you're not wearing the internet on your head.
In a way, though, it's more impressive. Cassandra is just using what's already inside her head.
That's true.
And look at her. She tracks without whatever that is. Like magic purple footprints.
Yeah. Horse.
I think you need to talk to that guy again.
Oh, all right,
I know,
fine.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he's got that quest marker on his head.
So was it the Athenians?
I found some fragments of a green crystal.
Bandits then. The mountains here are riddled with caves, and the war has made them brazen.
Interesting.
If it was Athenians, they would have taken the carts as well as the supplies. And bandits, they wouldn't have stood a chance against trained Spartans.
What are you saying?
I'm not sure. Whoever did this went into the forest. So I'll start by looking there.
Helps to have a bird friend, doesn't it?
Hey, Bird.
Aloy didn't have that shit.
Yeah, Bird, you're going to have to be my internet, all right?
To the left.
You've been promoted.
See, the way this works is that little yellow circle.
I see.
Yeah.
Ha. Wait. Ha.
You can also press R2 and he'll hover as eagles do.
Yeah. Bird drone.
Bird drone.
So you're, they're in a cave.
No. Yeah.
I see.
But it's cool because your bird can totally see through like stone.
Good bird.
I know, right? Honestly, like your animals really are carrying your ass here.
It's really true. Like, why am I involved? Why don't we send out these buddy cops out to just solve all the crimes?
I would watch that show.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
To the cave then.
To the cave and the conclusion of our story.
Yes.
So Demosthenes got his little butt handed to him over in Thrace by these archers, and he decides, what if I do that to the Spartans? So he disembarks a bunch of archers who are very lightly armed, and they start firing arrows at the Spartans, who are like, hey, what the hell?
Stop it.
Stop it. That's very annoying. And they're in their heavy armor, so they charge at the archers because, like, you know, if they catch them, of course, they're going to just murder them. But they can't catch them because even as well-trained as they are and as good as they are relatively at moving in this heavy armor, if you're wearing this huge, heavy armor, you're not going to be able to catch somebody who's wearing basically jeans and a t-shirt, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is this a private gathering? Or can anyone join?
What are you? Please just leave. You don't look like murderers. Was that the Spartans' mistake?
What? Wait, no! Please, you don't understand!
What to understand? It all seems perfectly clear.
Really doesn't.
No.
Please, let me plead our case.
You'd better tell me why I shouldn't just kill you and return the goods.
Please, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
You're the sorriest band of thieves I've ever seen.
By the gods, no! We're citizens of Megara. Please, show mercy. This war has already cost us dearly.
Like the mercy you showed those Spartan soldiers?
We just took some food. Irkanos told us to take it, said he'd make it easy for us.
Irkanos?
Yes, the mercenary. He said he'd provide food. Told us the Athenians would never let their people go hungry.
Explain yourselves. It's not wise to anger the Spartans.
Please, we're not thieves. This is our food, our crops. They took it, left us with nothing. Our children are starving.
Ah, so you repay theft with murder. A fine lesson for your children.
Murder? No! Please, we never harmed anyone.
Mystios told us where to find the food. Everyone was already dead.
Enough! I didn't come here for a debate.
It's too late for talk now. I came to find who's behind this crime against Sparta.
Stand aside. You don't need to die today. I'm returning the supplies to the Spartans.
Honestly, kind
Then
of a
you
dick
will do
move.
so
Yeah.
over our dead bodies.
Don't be stupid. Take some of the food, enough to get by. I'll say I killed you and claimed what was left. They will be satisfied.
But the food? What of our families?
Your families will not benefit from your death. Accept my offer and don't steal again. It won't be me who comes for you next time.
Yes, Mystios. Thank you.
Okay, not as much of a dick move as I thought.
I guess. Just a little.
Yeah, just a little. She's just thinking ahead.
I'm taking your $4. Let that be a lesson to you.
The Mystios price.
Thank the gods they didn't try to fight. I wasn't in the mood to kill starving civilians today.
I do like how much of a badass Cassandra is. Like, she would if she had to.
Sure.
She's hardened enough. But she's got a heart under there.
Yeah. Okay, hey,
Gonna loot that treasure.
I guess I might. Yeah.
Wow, you just robbed a grave, dude.
Cool. I don't give a heck. Get
No
out of here,
heck's
goats.
given. Watch out.
Goats, I said, get out.
This woman robs graves. She'll rob your grave.
I mean, I didn't draw a weapon. Oh, is it somebody over here? Oh, it's a wolf. I just thought she was really upset with the goats for some reason. It's like, get out of the way.
This is horrible propaganda against wolves. A wolf would never
These wolves really get mad at me a lot.
Just saying.
I don't know why. You know what? We should finish up the story and then we'll call it an episode. I would not.
Oh yeah, dude, I've dragged this out so far. We're almost at the end though.
Okay.
Okay. So just don't talk to anybody or I'll get distracted
You
again.
got it.
So he surrounds them with these archers. They can't catch them, and they're firing arrows, and the hoplites can't stop it, and they're starting to drop one by one to all of these arrows from people that they can't fight, and that's the most infuriating, impossible situation for a Spartan to be in. So they surrender.
Wow.
Yeah, like, again, reference the 300. Their whole thing was they didn't surrender. In the face of certain death, they just stood there and fought the Persians until they died. And in this case, they surrendered.
It's a little die in a fight, but if something just gets really annoying,
Yes,
it's like,
yes.
just screw this. This sucks. I'm going home.
Well, they didn't get to go home. But like there was an Athenian who mocked them for giving up. Like, oh, I guess the brave ones were the ones who died. And the Spartans got real salty about it. And they responded, well, I mean, an arrow would be an incredibly valuable weapon if it could only choose to kill brave people, but you were just killing us. It's not fair is the subtext here. 1v1 me. And
The Spartans very heavy on 1v1 me culture.
Very hard. Spartans suck. Just like the guy that says 1v1 me, bro. And if it's you, listener,
Spartan
I'm
tradition
sorry.
lives
Stop
on.
sucking. But yeah, so they surrender, and this is like a thunderclap through all the Greek world. Like no one has ever heard of Spartans surrendering or anything. You know what? You might want to turn in that quest.
No, I'm going to. I'm letting the story end, and then we'll wrap it up as a celebration.
Right. So it was this huge thing that hugely demoralized the Spartans, scared the crap out of their allies who'd never heard of anything like this, and gave the Athenians this massive bargaining chip because they did take all of those guys captive. captive. And Sparta was still precious about not wanting any harm to come to them. So with Athens was basically put down the rule that if you invade our territory ever again after this point, we will kill them. And so they were able to do raids on Sparta's territory and continue to do whatever the hell. And Sparta couldn't really retaliate on Athenian territory, which is another thing I'd love to discuss. But yeah, so they won, and they won entirely by exploiting this unspoken meta of our big heavy guys fight your big heavy guys, by instead going, no, our light guys harass your heavy guys and run away, and there's nothing you can do about it.
We decided scissors beats rock today.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoy that story because the Spartans suck in it.
The Spartans suck.
Did you find the ones responsible?
I found your supplies with a bunch of hungry Megarians.
And?
You stole that food from them. They were starving.
The supplies were essential for the war and ridding Megara of the Athenians.
Hungry Megarians are the least of your worries. But there's something else. Have you heard of a mercenary called Irkanos?
Irkanos? Yes, he's working for the Athenians. So the rumors go.
This is all his doing.
These mercenaries are persistent, I'll give them that. You've done well here, but if you really want to help Sparta, I have a task for you.
What did you have in mind?
Hunt him down. Show him that no mercenary dog will interfere with Sparta's plans.
Since you have such a high opinion of mercenaries, why even send me?
I'm sorry. It's just this man, Irkanos, is like a thorn in our foot.
I'm just so mad.
He's like an archer that I can't catch.
I'll do it. If he's this much trouble, I take it there's a sizable reward.
Of course. Just think of how much he'll have on him with all the drachmi Athens has given him to thwart our plans.
I suppose you're right. Any idea where to start looking?
He could be anywhere. Most likely, he's nestled up close to the Athenians. We've sent out a couple of patrols, but they never returned. And we can't spare any more men at this time.
I'm no man. Oh, hey!
I enjoy our, like, go-getting freelance attitude.
Exactly.
You will pay me what I'm worth, thank you.
She's such a badass.
Yeah. All right, y'all, we're going to be back at this some more later. Y'all have your... Hey, I'm leveling up and everything because of how good I am at this game. Everyone, have a good day. We'll see y'all later for more.
More stories.
More stories. Goodbye.